Hey guys, it's Dan with Pain For You. Wanted to shoot another video out here. Sometimes people are extremely worked up, and so the concept that I want to talk about in this video is totally freaked out, start here. Okay? And we'll take another couple of breaths. Breathe in the confidence, breathe out the fear. And I'm going to let you guys take a nice look at the sky up there. It's a blue sky with some nice white fluffy clouds. A couple of more breaths. I would say breathe in the quiet and breathe out the noise, but jackass next door is still making noise. So hopefully that doesn't bother you as much as it bothers me. So, if you're totally freaked out and in a really bad, dark place, start here. And what I mean by that is, some people learn about TMS. And one of the first things they hear is, you gotta feel your emotions, because it's all just about repressed emotions. And then they really add to the fear level because they go, wow, I had a really, really traumatic childhood, and that scares the piss out of me. The concept of journaling and digging that stuff up. Wow, that's too much. It's too scary. And it is. It can be really rough depending upon your experience in life. So, if you're really in a bad state, you're in a complete panic, nothing's worked medically, the doctors have scared you, they've told you that you're broken, that you'll never get out of pain or never get rid of these symptoms, learn to live with it, managing it is the best we can do, and things are just not going well in your life. Sometimes the best bet is to go gently. And when I say, if you're totally freaking out, start here, what I mean by that is, spend some time, learn about TMS, connect the dots, and make sure you understand that, okay, this stuff really does make sense for me, and that will turn the fear knob down a little bit, right? The assessments will absolutely help you. But before you go diving into this emotional discovery, which many people are afraid of and they resist and they really don't want to do it, start here. Start on the next concept that I love to teach, which is soothing. You gotta learn to turn down the volume on your adrenaline and cortisol and stress response and fight or flight. We really want to say, okay, knowledge says, maybe I'm okay. Maybe I'm okay. Before I start going into that scary dark basement to try to pull out all the skeletons of my past, maybe I want to spend even a week or two just really nailing down the knowledge, the acceptance, the deep acceptance that I'm actually okay, and then learn to soothe yourself. It takes practice. You're going to sit there and go, all right, I'm going to try to soothe myself, and your brain's going a mile a minute. Oh my God, this isn't going to work. This isn't going to work. I hurt so bad. Oh my God, I have to go somewhere and that's going to hurt even more, and you're trying to soothe yourself and it's not working. So it will take practice. Some gentle, relaxing breaths. Get out in nature. Enjoy the sunshine. Look at that. I mean, we got blue skies and white clouds. It's in the mid-70s, light breeze. I'm safe, right? So knowledge and soothing is a great place to start. If you're coming into this TMS world, or you're stuck in the middle of this TMS world and you're absolutely freaking out, and the whole idea of feeling your emotions and doing this emotional discovery or journaling and dredging up the past, if that freaks you the heck out, don't start there. Work into that later. By the way, if you've heard my videos, I do not recommend spending weeks, months, years digging into our past and trying to uncover every skeleton and every traumatic event, because I do believe, and I'm pretty confident I'm accurate, that if you constantly revisit all of the past traumas, you are going to reactivate the emotional charge from that experience. So look, if you do go back and look at the past, revisit the experience, you'll feel that emotional charge, get the lesson. The lesson is, wow, that had nothing to do with me. I was bullied in school. Maybe it was just there was some mean kids that were bullied at home. Had nothing to do with me. I was a good kid. I was just the one they picked on, right? Doesn't mean I'm a less than type of person or not good enough. It just means there were some kids that were acting out based on probably being bullied at home, right? So look, the lesson is what will allow you to let go of the emotional charge of the experience. And whether it be something like bullying or parents that were abusive verbally, physically, sexually, all of those traumatic experiences usually have a lesson. Like, wow, okay, so the lesson was maybe I didn't notice the red flags and I put myself into a situation where something bad happened. Okay, the lesson is I know what those red flags are now. I'm never going to put myself into that situation again. Right? So you don't have to carry around that emotional charge all the time forever. And so, really important to not dredge up the past and live in that story every day, every day, every day, every day. Go back, revisit it, get the lesson, and move on. A lot of the emotional discovery I like to focus on is the right now stuff. What's really bugging me right now? And I also know that for a lot of us, the right now emotions are heavily weighted on the symptoms themselves, right? It's really hard to see the other stuff when you're so distraught and upset and enraged and angry and sad at what these symptoms have done to your life. And I get that. So if you're doing the emotional discovery, allow yourself to feel that stuff. But then you got to ask, what else, right? So it's really important. If you're in a completely freaked out state, you're a mess, don't jump right into the emotional discovery, because for many of us that can agitate us more. So do some of the other stuff. Like I said, knowledge, assessment, acceptance, really deeply believe that. Soothing, soothing, soothing. And start working on the mindset of like, wow, if I truly know that I'm okay, do I have to focus on it and stare at it all day? And can I learn not to give a crap about the symptoms a little bit more each day? I believe you can. So, if the scariest part of this process or these concepts or these strategies is feeling the emotions, again, if you're coming into this completely freaked out about life, your symptoms, your future, your the drama and trauma in your life, don't start with opening that can of worms. And don't start there. Why dive into the scary, dark stuff to begin with, when in fact what you want to do is convince your brain that you're safe? And if the first thing you do is start going down there and unearthing all of the deep, dark, awful stuff of your past and re-traumatizing yourself, how sustainable do you think that's going to be? And even more so, what's the message you're sending to the brain? Are you sending the message to the brain that says, yeah, emotions are safe? Or are you reinforcing what the brain believes, which is, holy crap, those emotions are really bad, they're dangerous, don't do that again. And what sometimes happens is when you dive into the emotions, sometimes the brain can go, wait, what are you doing? Stop that. It'll raise the pain in an attempt to keep you distracted, right? So, if you're freaking out, I would say don't start with the emotional discovery. Spend a few weeks learning, accepting, soothing, dialing in the mindset a little bit more. Because once you know that your body's okay, and you soothe and you can bring yourself down, and you spend more and more of your days out of the stress response and in rest and recovery, it's easier to take on a mindset that goes, wow, you know what, when I start to ask myself, how much fun can I have today? and start noticing that my fear is being turned down, you may actually start finding with just that, without even diving into the emotional discovery yet, you're not going to be as freaked out about your pains, you're not as afraid of them, and as a result, they may start getting better. Now look, you may still need to do some emotional discovery, but don't start there if you're already in a panic, really. Go gentle. Be kind to yourself. Try to view this as if it were a little kid who was petrified of doing something. Would you start him there? Or would you let him kind of get used to some other things first? So, what do you guys think? Is this helpful? And for anybody who's really freaked out or was previously in a freaked out state, does any of this stuff resonate with you? Does it ring a bell? Does it sound like something you've been through or are currently going through? Maybe this can just give you a little nice, easy slide into the process and not throw you to the wolves immediately and say, you got to go deal with your dark trauma now. Right? And so, I hope you found this helpful. Let me know what you think. Comment below, share widely. If you're on YouTube, please hit the red subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any. If you're on Facebook and you're on the page but you're not in the group yet, join the Facebook group. It's called Pain for You, private group. So, anyway, guys and gals, love you. We'll talk to you soon.